What is up, guys? This is Ray from Jackalmen Games, and today we have another episode of Meta Monday for you guys. We have Ashton piloting Luke and Ray, both at Elite, and we have Kevin over here on your left, and he is piloting Single Die Ciena, Elite Snoke, and a Single Die Sebulba. So this should be a really fun match. Looks like Ashton's going to be playing on Obi-Wan's hut. So he'll be able to give his blue character shields. And Kevin is playing on Weapons Factory Alpha. So Kevin wins the roll-off and selects his battlefield. And Ashton goes right ahead and puts the 2 shields on Rey. So trying to make sure her ability is online immediately. Kevin lays down a chance cube onto Sebulba. So what he's doing there is trying to keep the target away from Snoke. And then Ashton answers back with an It Binds All Things. All right, so Kevin rolls in Sebulba, and he hits a resource and a resource. So really good value there because of Snoke and his power action. Ashton throws down a Luke's Lightning Rod. So great die sides, 50% damage sides. All right, so it looks like Kevin is going to Snoke power action the Sebulba resource die, and he's going to gain himself 3 resources. So that's all he wants to see, for the first couple turns is just a large amount of resources. Ashton rolls in Luke. He hits 2 shields, 1 shield on the lightning rod, and a blank. So showing some damage there for sure. All right, using the ability from the battlefield plays out for 3 resources a Hailfire droid tank. And as a result does 1 indirect damage to Ashton. And he's also going to roll that droid tank in because it does allow itself to activate. And he hits a 2 ranged, so I think Kevin's in a good spot, able to get a droid tank out early. All right, so it's Ashton's decision. He is going to hidden motive that tank, and he is going to call. Let's see. Looks like he called indirect, and he got or it looks like he called indirect damage. He got a disrupt, so no good there. All right, so Kevin is coming in with Snoke, and wow, what a good roll that was. So he gets double blanks on Snoke. Certainly not what Kevin wants to see. And he uses Rey's ability to ping Ciena. Ashton gets a pretty decent roll with 1 melee and 1 discard. That discard is extremely impactful against a vehicle deck, so I would assume that he is probably going to resolve that. Well, it's just a matter of time before that happened. Super Destiny. More like super disappointed. So Ashton plays the Synchronicity, which he does have online because of Rey's melee side and the Luke's die. So hits Ciena for the 2 unblockable. Synchronicity is a great card. Sneaky damage out of hand is always, something that you'd like in your deck. So Kevin pitches the chance cube, and he's looking to reroll here. So it hits exactly what he needs. A 2 on the chance cube. 2 focus on Snoke, 2 focus. Wow, he just got a lot of value. Resource on Ciena, and still the 2 disrupt on the Hellfire. Ashton chooses to resolve the discard and hits the delve. I think that was a huge play. So Kevin goes right ahead and hits Friends in High Places. That is a great play right now. Let's see if he gets anything of value, and he gets the Pirate Speeder Tank. So that card can certainly hit hard and is great for his overall agenda of just getting out big vehicles that are hard to deal with. All right, and Ashen continues to push the aggression onto Ciena. She is at 6 damage, and this is still round 1. Speeder Tank comes out with 2 shields, and Ashton takes a shield for himself and puts it on Ray. And Kevin just reminding Ashton to take that 1 indirect once a vehicle comes into play. That's from the Hailfire Droid tank. So flips it to the 3, and let's see what he's going to do here with the Speeder tank. Flips it over to the 5 indirect for 1. This is certainly a great turn for Kevin right now. So Ashton's just thinking about what he could do. So he pitches to reroll the Luke die, probably hoping to hit some shields, and he does hit 1. And Kevin quickly resolves that 5 indirect, paying the 1 resource. Let's see how Ashton kind of distributes the damage here. So he takes 1 shield off of Ray and then goes 2 and 2 on his characters. Ashton takes that shield and puts it again on Ray. All right, so Kevin takes 4 resources. That is certainly going to set him up, into next turn. He's already having an amazing turn as it is, and next round he'll have 6 resources at his disposal. So it looks like Ashton is going to claim, and that other battlefield just wants to stick around with us. All right, they're arguing about throwing it out, and there it goes, gets deleted. So looks like the round is coming to an end here, and Kevin uses the Ciena ability, which is pretty amazing. It's spend 2 resources to ready a vehicle. So he had the money, and he's going to get the Pirate Speeder Tank out again. And he flips it. Wow, this is a great turn for Kevin. So he has it on the 2 shields. That's an odd choice. And for the Hailfire, he does 3 indirect. All right, so he switches it back to the 5 indirect, paying the 1. And he does 8 indirect to Ashton. This is a real hurting that Luke Ray is taking right now. But it's okay. The deck can certainly stabilize with the amount of shield generation. But this is just a fantastic turn for Kevin. And I think that's it. So Kevin still goes into the next round with 3 resources. Yeah, I don't think you can ask for a better turn than that. His board state is, built up. He's got Chance Cube online. All right, so interesting play. Ashton plays the Shoto on Luke. It's just a tough decision right there because the Luke's lightning rod is an equipment and doesn't get the benefit. So wow, Kevin is really bringing on the hurt with this one. Plays a planetary bombardment with Delve. Ashton rolls in Luke. Yep. So Kevin is just reminding Ashton he needs to take 2 indirect and then just the 2 indirect. And the support, it is a support, so it doesn't get the benefit of hitting with Hailfire because that's just vehicles. I think vehicles or droids, if I do. Yeah, just vehicles. So Ashton rolls in, doesn't get the trigger from the Shoto, but gets 1 melee, a focus, a blank, and 1 melee. And Kevin just keeps hitting what he needs, hits the 1 resource on the Ciena die. So Ciena's at 6 damage. Sebulba has 1. So I'm assuming Ashton is really going to try to shield up and protect himself. All right. So I think Kevin is pretty much set with knowing that Ciena is going to be dead. Oh, but Ashton switches it up and takes the shields, and he gets in with the planetary bombardment. So it's always fun. So it gets a 4 indirect, so he doesn't have to pay a dime for that. And it's just gonna be 2 right now if Ashton decides to take the shields off of Ray. So yep. So Ashton resolves the 2 melee damage onto Ciena and takes her out. And he does 4 indirect to himself, which was 2 off the shields and then 2 more into Ray. So Ray looks like she's at 9 damage and Luke is at 6. Ray gets a pretty decent roll with 2 melee and a resource, so I think he's pretty happy with that. It just might be a little, too little, too late. Um, Kevin just built up his board state just so quickly with this. So Kevin gets the Sebulba special, which is pretty irrelevant in this deck. He essentially has 2 blanks, and then he also gets a blank on a chance cube. But that's par for the course with a chance cube. Has 50% chance of getting a blank. All right, so Ashton takes the resource, probably building up for some type of mitigation. And Kevin rolls in the Hailfire Droid tank, and he hits the 3 ranged for 1 resource. And Ashton right away throws the Deflect in his face. So that's a great meta card right now. So really happy that that got showcased on Meta Mondays. With all the range damage flying around, being able to remove it and throw some damage at your opponent is a great value. So he hits 3 ranged. So Ashton throws out the Overconfidence. He's going to Overconfidence the. It should probably be the. It's a pretty odd choice, I will say, um, but I think what he was assuming is he could have a fair shot of removing um, the pirate speeder tank. All right, so he hits with another 5 indirect. I mean, this is just piling up for Ashton really quickly. Um, Puts all of it onto Luke, and now he is down to 9 health on Ray and 11 on Luke. So he really doesn't have a lot of fight left in him. And there goes Snoke with the 2 focus and a single focus. So Ashton claims, and it looks like he's going to deal 2 indirect. He's going to take out one of his characters here with that 2 indirect. And it's going to be Luke. So that's unfortunate. Um, I think the indirect damage just came on a little bit too fast. But Kevin's really maximizing his turns. He throws out a slave 1, um, and he finishes off with that last indirect. So really quick game there. I don't think it really showcased how much Ray and Luke can tank out and last in the late game, but I think it certainly showed how quickly you can get out these extremely large vehicles in this Sebulba build. So a lot of people were initially really surprised to see Sebulba make a deck and do really well at a major tournament. And it was the UK Nationals that he kind of showed his face. And this is the exact deck. It was also known as Miles Vehicles, named after the original creator of the deck. So I think Kevin piloted it wonderfully. We see things like the Friends in High Places, the Delve. He got out his vehicles very quickly and really maximized his turn. He also showcased the Ciena ability to be able to reactivate those vehicles. So if you guys like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe to this channel, and we'll try to keep bringing you guys more Meta Mondays. Thanks a lot. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to head over to the Jackalmen Games Patreon page, where patrons receive exclusive content as well as access to our Discord channel, where you can interact with Kevin, Ashton, and Ray on a daily basis. Any amount that you can provide is greatly appreciated, and we'll see you next time on Jackalmen Games.